misspell our name, they mispronounce our name according to their accents or pronunciations. You know, we find them corrupting our words, and it's not just peculiar to the Igbos. You find that with other historical accounts as regards other ethnic groups, right? But up until the Igbo alphabet came into existence, it was corrected. The bo sound, these are two merged letters to form just one letter and sound in Igbo language, bo, that can't be found in the British alphabet or in the British language. So the closest thing to that bo sound will be the B, bo sound. Hence the reason for the Ibo, bo sound. But until the Igbo alphabet came into existence, the bo sound, it was spelled correctly and corrected. This is simple, basic understanding. These are simple, basic understandings. And to think that most of these people saying these things are, you know, from Yoruba, Yariba. Do you know your history? Do you know your history? That term, Yoruba, that name, do you know what it entails? It was derived from Yariba. You can try to change it, but you can't. Because we have several historical accounts to prove that. Yariba given to you by your slave, your Fulani slave masters. These are facts. Of course, that was, you know, only for the Oyo people, because they are the Yoruba propers, you know, Yoruba proper. We have historical accounts to this, you know, but then out of, you know, conquests, you know, subjugating and conquering the other tribes around them, subjugating them and bringing them under the Yoruba umbrellas, you know, the likes of the Eboe, you know, and a host of others. These were not, in fact, they are not Yoruba people originally. They adopted that name and that term. We have historical, we have books to this. Look, I'm just being careful not to sound disrespectful, and I'm being careful not to fall into their trap. Now, what is that, their trap? To make me start sounding like a tribal bigot, which I'm not. Clearly they are. These are two propagandists. So I'm just, you know, trying to be very, very careful with this. So I'll leave it here. But I think moving forward, why can't we just discuss our history, our own history? And if we must involve other people, we should do that with respect. Come on, we should do that with respect. My apologies to anybody, even if you're not Yoruba, that might have, you know, felt offended by this. My apologies. I mean, but how else could I have said it better? And please, if you are an Igbo person, share this one.